Hi there all and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're doing another episode on Battlefield Tactician where I'm going to help you get more kills, place higher on those scoreboards and hopefully come out with more wins. For those who don't know me, I appreciate some of you will be new to the channel. I took the liberty to show you my stats from Battlelog up on the screen, so you just got an idea of my skill level and I can be completely transparent with it. But if you are still here, in today's episode we are looking at the micro scale. So what do I mean by the micro scale? So the micro scale is all about gunfights, how to win gunfights, how to take on multiple enemies. Whereas the macro scale is more around tactics, positioning, what flags to capture to come out on top. So I thought the best way to tackle this would be to show you clips where I've dealt with multiple enemies and then post the clip, go into an analysis about the decision making I employed to come out on top of those gunfights. Now the analysis might sound a little bit in depth and a little bit intense, but you have to understand a lot of this stuff becomes second nature. I don't really think about this in game. It's only post game I'm looking at this and think, yes, right, that's why I decided to make that move. And hopefully you'll get to the point where it will be the same for you. All this stuff will be second nature and doesn't have to be like an algebra equation every time you take a gunfight in Battlefield. All these clips do take place in Battlefield 4 on Conquest, but all the tips and tricks I give are completely applicable across game modes and across Battlefield. So if you are a Battlefield 5 player or whatever, you can still take value from this video hopefully. So yeah, let's just jump into the first clip then and then post that, analyse why I made certain decisions and certain rotations. Yeah, they're pushing the right side of A again.
Oh, behind us, Matt.
They're coming down.
Yeah, right side of A.
Whoa. Yeah, that thing.
So off the first kill, I've managed to get him across the road, but I've used the majority of my mag and I know I don't have enough bullets to get another kill. So instead of reloading outside, out in the open in front of that road, I immediately go behind the building, so I've just got that little bit more cover and less chance of getting shot by a second enemy. Yeah, they're pushing the right side of A again. So I've made the call there on the right side of A. And this is because I'm utilising my minimap and I can see that there are red dots on the right side of A. So here what I'm thinking is, right, I need to get across this road. I don't want to be stuck on the other side of the road once the opponent get here. Because it's open ground, I'm going to be a sitting duck. Whereas if I can get to the right side of A now, I've got buildings for cover, I've got a better chance of coming out on top of any engagement I'd get in at a later point. And as you can see from the clip, already I'm seeing one of the opponents on the right side of A, but I'm fully expecting there to be more. So I'm reloading, getting behind the building again, ready for another engagement.
They're coming down.
Yeah, right side of A. So as predicted, they were on the right side of A. Now, I've took an engagement here and it's a 1v2, and I've realised they took quite a lot of my health off quite quickly. So I've lied down. Now, the reason I've lied down is 1, to throw their auto aim off, and 2, it forces them to make another move. Instead of being stuck in an engagement where it's me versus 2 other weapons, 2 other guns, now I've forced them to make a move. They have to decide what they want to do. And I am actually fully expecting the push because they know they had the advantage. There's 2 of them, they've got me to half health, and I'm fully expecting a push. And this is why I don't reload. Sometimes you need to know when they're going to be aggressive, and I'm expecting at least one, if not both of them, to come up on me very, very quickly. And this is exactly what happens. Let's watch it again. I've lied down, and you can see he is running at me, and I've quickly popped up. He didn't have time to get his gun up, and then I managed to take one of them out. And again, the last 2 kills is a similar thing. They're a little bit at range, so I'm tap firing away. I've killed one. I've gone below the building again to reload. I'm always trying to reload in cover because when you're reloading, you're obviously exceptionally vulnerable. So try not to reload completely out in the open where people can shoot you and you can't fire back. So yeah, I've picked off the first one, followed by ducking down, reloading, finishing off the second who moved out into the open. So before we jump into the next clip, if you have been enjoying this video so far, be sure to subscribe to stay notified of future tips and tricks videos. And if you could give this video a like if you have enjoyed it, that would be very, very much appreciated. Anyway, let's get back into it. Spawn again though. Great spawn. Guys knows how to play the spawns. Needed that comeback bonus for sure. No, no. You penis. Health down. So hard to get it because you have to capture it outside, obviously, don't you? So I just feel naked all the time. Oh, here we go. He's dead. Oh no. Oh no. One more. Oh, God. That was intense. Get the health on, get the health on. Hide. Just hide. He's in the building. Ow. Burning, burning, burning. Get out. Good little sprint there. Right, so I think this is the first part of the clip that could do with some analysis. So here I'm running over towards the building and I've started to get shot in the back. Now I have a couple of options here. I can either try and spin and turning and shooting him. The thing is with that is he's already started shooting me first, so I'm already at a disadvantage. So what I'm thinking is I'm just praying I can make the sprint into the building and his aim's not good enough to hit me between when he started shooting me and before I get into the building. Unfortunately, it's not. So now I'm in the building and I've got more options. He doesn't know exactly where I am. He's going to have to reposition himself. And this is where the advantage starts to come to me because I know where he is, roughly. He was shooting me on the right. He's going to be out in the open somewhere. So I have a lot of options in this building. I can peek the window I decided to peek, or I can go all the way around the back door and try and flank him. The thing is he doesn't know now. So what I decide to do is go for the quick kill. I go for the window. Reason being, I was just thinking, he's fired quite a few shots there and he hasn't managed to kill me. So he's probably in a state of reload or something along those lines. Or at least he's not going to have a lot of bullets left in his mag. So I want to capitalise on that. I peek the window. It looks like he is reloading and I managed to get that kill quite easily. Oh, here we go. He's dead.
Okay, listen up here. Neutralizer. Check the
Oh, no. Oh, no. So you can begin to hear the panic set in, and I'm panicking because this objective is very open and there's a lot of angles to get shot from. So I decide to go into this corner because it's the best cover in the area. I mean, there aren't really many good options, but at least with this wall, I know I've got the left, my behind, and somewhat kind of my right covered from enemy attacks. Whereas anywhere else on that objective, you are very exposed from all angles, especially kind of the building above. So I've managed to kill this enemy and the panic's still there because I know there's a lot of opponents around. And the thing is, I need to reload, but I don't reload in the same spot. Even though it is prime position, that spot, I know people have probably heard my shots. Even though I'm suppressed, I know people have probably heard where my shots come from. So I'm reloading on the move, trying to change position so I'm unpredictable in the next gunfight. Now this is when audio cues become quite important. Listen out now. So hopefully you heard that guy to my right, and audio cues in this game are pretty important, and that's why I'd recommend you have a cheap headset just so you can determine right and left sound rather than using TV audio. If I didn't have audio in this scenario, he might have caught me off guard and managed to kill me. But that tiny little audio cue allowed me to look towards his position and secure that kill. So this guy has literally come out of nowhere on me, and there isn't really too much to analyse here. The only thing I would add is that as soon as I was getting shot, I was spinning around and pressing fire. Probably before my brain even had time to compute where exactly he was. I just knew I was in a bad situation and I just needed to get fire down the line. In that scenario, yes, it was very, very lucky to come out of that. And I'm not going to sit here and try and bullshit that, oh, I did X, Y, and Z to come out and win that gunfight. That one, I got caught off guard. These things are going to happen. You are going to get caught off guard sometimes. and that one was a little bit of pot luck. But yeah, the only thing I would add, when that happens, just spin around and start firing. Even if you don't know where you are, I think I got lucky in that scenario where I just honed in on where he was as soon as I started firing. But yes, some scenarios you are just going to be in a bad position, and some scenarios you're going to be in a bad position and get lucky. Hide, just hide. So here I've seen the RPG smoke come out the building, so I've got a good gauge on where they are. They're in this building. So now I want to make a push into the building. I don't like taking the fight on the low ground. I want to be in the building. I've got an MTAR in this situation, so it's a much more of a close range weapon, and I don't like fighting from below because it's easier for them to get headshots. So what I'm thinking here is I need to move myself into the building to take those close range engagements. So I was going to go up the outside stairs, but the grenade changes my plans. I had to adapt. I can no longer push up there. So I pushed around the back into the other stairs, and this is where map knowledge comes into play a little bit. If you didn't know there were other stairs, then you might have been out of options. However, I think most people playing BF4 at this point know there are usually multiple ways up into buildings in this game, so it wouldn't be too hard to figure out where these stairs would be. So I've gone up the stairs, I've caught these guys off guard, and I've managed to secure the kills. I think taking a tip from this is play to your strengths. In this scenario, I had the MTAR, so I wanted to close the distance. If you've got more long-range weapons, obviously you can take those longer-range engagements. But here, I had the MTAR, it's a close-range weapon, so I want to be close quarters. Use the equipment you have to the best of its ability. So I think that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you found that educational and helpful, and you can implement some of it into your own gameplay. As I said, a lot of this becomes second nature. You don't have to be thinking about this all the time. When I'm fighting, I'm not thinking about all this stuff all the time. It's just second nature, as I said. So what I'd recommend is just think about it off the start, and then hopefully over time you'll get it ingrained in your memory. If you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more tips and tricks videos, strategy guides, be sure to subscribe to stay notified. And if you could give this video a like, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for your time and stopping by the channel, and yeah, have a great day everybody.